7. In this stream, we have something super duper special for this year's, well, yes, super special EDC Orlando 2023 lineup. So I remember when I first saw this, which was a few days ago, I was not impressed with the lineup, but come to think about it, there are like maybe like 45 or 40 artists I may see perform. I don't know. So overall, I guess this will, I don't know, probably age a bit better throughout the years, or maybe a few months, who knows. Alrighty, but in the meantime, let's go over some of these artists on the lineup, shall we? Afro Key. Now, I'm not gonna be surprised if they come up with a duo and release music as a duo called Afro Key. So this would be one iconic back-to-back. I remember listening to Take Over Control, early 2010s. This man dominated EDM, I remember. And let's see, Steve Aoki, he's pretty good. He really dominated, I would say, the mid 2010s, with songs like Boneless. He did a song with Dixie D'Amelio, or they collaborated with each other, but imagine if they bring out Dixie as a special guest at EDC Orlando. That'd be pretty freaking awesome. The song Older, which also has Jimmy Allen, country singer. So Alan Walker, yes, the man himself, Alan Walker. I remember he was on top of the world in mid 25th, or the second half of 2010s. Faded really put him on there. He's also known for collaborations, remixing, yes. So let's see, I'm most likely gonna see him perform, you know. The man makes, I remember Faded so good, made you want to cry. And yeah, Spectra, I think it's called, Spectra, the non-vocal editor. So oops, not there yet. Alesso, yes, I knew he was gonna perform. I gotta see him. One of the pioneers of progressive house himself, Alesso. How can you hate this guy, man? He's the GOAT. He did one of his songs, When I'm Gone by Katy Perry, is getting a bit overplayed. But I do like the song. He also performed at Ultra Taiwan 2020 during the pandemic, since they didn't have any cases of COVID during. Yeah, it was for like 200 days straight. And another artist that performed with him did, well, not a back-to-back, but was also at Ultra Taiwan 2020. So let's check him out, shall we? That'll be a bit later. Alice in Wonderland. I remember she was 9 months pregnant. That's right, 9 out of 9 months pregnant, performing at EDC Vegas. So I really hope that her baby and her baby daddy are, and I guess, a happy family. Yeah, happy family. Can't wait to hear her stuff. I remember she's criminally underrated. Bad Things really got her to the COVID. The song Bad Things, not by MGK and Camila Cabello, but Loner is really good. Yes. Anything should have made on the deluxe version of any. I haven't listened to the remix of Loner that had more Kismet in it, but I gotta check that out. I don't know if this is true, but I heard someone traveling from Brazil at my Walmart. They said that she's friends with his wife, Alok. He performed last year. I would definitely see Alok perform. He's really good though. This man has potential to be the GOAT. Unless if he is, we don't know. So I believe he is the pioneer of Brazilian bass, or slap house, which was really awesome during the pandemic. You know, it was really popping, got us through the pandemic. Songs like the Roses Immenbeck remix. So I don't know if it's as relevant as it was, but that's something different. You know, deep down, I remember that song sampled like two songs. It sampled Gypsy Woman, and then the singer tried, I think, interpolated, like, I don't know if to say stole the flow, but like she copied the flow of these sounds run into my mind by the Bucketheads. I don't know what it's called, but it's really good. Yes. She did that song with Benny Benassi. I gotta check her out some more. And hopefully, I guess you could say, since she's like up and coming, she's gotta she's definitely going places, that's for sure. I remember her song Light Waves with Benny Benassi. I don't know, I feel like Benny carried the song. I gotta check some of her stuff some more. She's not bad at all, but I gotta still check her out some more. Anissa Letiego. Yeah, she was part of the EDM class of 2023. That's like the double XL freshman list of EDM, which I'll have to talk about a bit later since that was released about a week ago. Okay, so she yes, definitely you made it in life, or made it in the EDM, or in particularly techno in this case, when you have gotten support from Adam Bayer, Charlotte DeWitt, Carl Cox, and Radio Slave. I don't know who Radio Slave is, but I gotta check this Radio Slave person out, though, not gonna lie. So she's definitely destined to go places. So let's see. Armin van Buuren. Does the man need an introduction? He had a backup plan, of course. Let me see. Oh yes, wise to have a backup plan. You see this, folks? He studied for a law degree. Not only did he study for it, but he came. A master's, you hear that? This isn't meant to be like condescending or anything, but this is the reason why I'm saying is because it is like, holy crap, he got a master's in something that brings in a lot of dough. Yes, moolah, bread. And now it kind of seems like I'm like being condescending or in your face, but that was never the case. All right. Yes. And look at him. He is a trance legend. Now, this is just speculation. This isn't hate or anything, but I feel like if he wasn't a lawyer, if he probably, I guess, worked out someplace like Walmart or whatever, I guess, retail they have in the Netherlands, since he's from there, he probably wouldn't be legendary. Like, that's just a theory. This isn't disrespect. I freaking love him. He's the fucking GOAT. Shout out to my boy Armin van Buuren. I'm a fan of his A State of Trance stuff. I'm more into his trance stuff than his like main stage stuff. Once again, not disrespect. Fucking love the guy, of course. See, you know you're a legend when you got this long ass bio. Hard worker. Arm & Hammer, I remember hearing a song with them which featured Lights. Not like, there's a singer named Lights, I kid you not. Like, not trying to poke fun at anyone here, but they're really good. I forgot what it was called. So yeah, keep an eye on them. ATLians from ATL, of course. Look, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, ATL. I mean, I have to try and get into them. I don't care too much for them, but and just because I say I don't care too much for an artist doesn't mean I respect them less. I just simply, the music ain't for me. Like I said, like, no disrespect. They seem like cool people to hang with, not gonna lie, especially with their masks. I feel like that Marshmello really paved the way for mask to EDM DJs, especially in like bass. I know If not, then Dead Mouse. Probably one of the two, that's for sure. But either way, I wonder. Oh wait, that's right. We got another masked musician. So like a marketing strategy to have people talking about you, like, have you heard about this guy or so? Masked musicians. I know Clapton does it too. Barely Alive. I recall now that they're a duo. I thought Barely Alive was a one person. So I used to get mixed up with Barely Alive and Cazette. Cazette, I believe it is spelt. And Barely Alive seems like they're pretty good. It Spins, a good song, I guess. Benda sounds familiar. Miami, yes. Nice, this is interesting. From Miami and of Israeli descent, Benda. Yes, wait, that's too far. Blastoise. I've heard of Blastoise. He performed at Ultra this year. Psytrance. It's got that, like, how would I say it, that repetitive sound. The kick pattern, I think it's called, and it's, I don't know, it's not easy to get into. Same with techno, it's not easy to get into at first, especially if you're into EDM. It's not that hard if you're an EDM stan, but if it kind of is when you're, how would I say it? It kind of is when you're new to it, though. But I gotta check his stuff out again at Ultra, you know. Up next, we have Bonnie and Clyde. Yes, their song "Love Is Killing Me" really got me through the pandemic, you know. Yes, summer of 2020, the summer of COVID. Fuck you, COVID. Yes, COVID. Fuck you, bitch ass COVID. Anyway, let me get back to it. All right, Bonnie x Clyde, right? Bass Jam. I don't know if if they've ever been signed to. Wait. Okay, never mind. Alright, Carol. But I think I know they went to Icon Collective, which I'm about to enroll in a few months from now. Corolla sounds familiar. I don't know if she's similar to Alok or so. Corolla, CeeLo? Like CeeLo Green? Key West. Wait, he did a remix of Cruella's Drive Away. Yes, Chainsmokers, yes sirree. With You in the Middle. I mean, not You in the, that's DJ Snake, but these guys, I'm kind of surprised how they're that mainstream, and I don't really expect to see them at EDC in Orlando. EDC in Vegas, yes, and possibly Mexico, most likely Mexico, but I think, yeah, this isn't meant to be like shade thrown at them, but they're really good though. They made constant pop hits on the radio. They have a lot of hit songs. And this is way other than Selfie. They're just iconic, you know. I know I definitely expect to see them at Ultra, since Ultra's like a lot of mainstream and bigger name artists. Alright, I would love to go to Ultra, especially for the 25th anniversary. So Chris Stussy, CID sounds very familiar. Chris Stussy. Let's see. Sounds familiar, this guy's name, bro. But let's see. CID is like tech house, right? Tomorrowland, including EDC Vegas, and you know you made it in life when you perform at events like EDC Las Vegas, Tomorrowland. Even though I don't see Night Service Only, which airs on Sirius XM. Everyone, he has his own Sirius XM show. Well, once again, everyone's tools to success is different, you know. Can't hate on that. Crank that. His Project Slaughterhouse I listened to. It wasn't so bad, but he seems not bad at all. Trap Queen remix of Crank That remix. I think one of my cousins put me on that stuff. But either way, he seems like he's pretty good, you know. I would not I probably wouldn't miss out on him. I know he performed at this year's Ultra, but unfortunately it wasn't live streamed, his performance. Let's see. Deadmau5, of course. If you haven't heard of him, I don't know what to say, man. You're missing out. Deadmau5, I've definitely got to see him. He's like one of the pioneers of progressive house, which is like one of the main subgenres and one of the biggest subgenres in music or EDM out there. Yes, one of the biggest subgenres in EDM, possibly the biggest, you know. So, yep, progressive house. Yes, another masked musician, Death Pact. Now, I remember seeing someone at last year's Forbidden Kingdom saying, or like, who is Death Pact? And one of them were like Charlie D'Amelio, just I don't know. But I had to look this guy up, you know, because he has about like, last time I checked, he had like 50 or 60K, how do I say it? 50 or 60K followers on Instagram. And his performance was live streamed at Ultra, and he seems like he knows how to really brand himself. He has like the coolest mask out of all these people on the lineup as of right now. I thought Death Pact was like a group. I don't know if it is. Maybe Death Pact's a bunch of people performing in one costume. I don't know. Either way, it's a great marketing strategy. So I think I recall seeing him, but look, it was online though. I was in the chat or so, but I recall seeing some articles saying who is Death Pact and him with a mask off, because you know that gets you talking. Either way, I'm kind of surprised how he had a small following and he was televised during the Ultra live stream. Either way, that's not hate at all. That's very good for him. I can't wait to see more from him, you know? Dioro, yes, I remember. 5 hours. That song was on point, and 5 more hours was really good too, with Chris Brown, the GOAT himself. Yep, mainstream landscape. Yep, that's one of the best. I know Billboard's dance airplay chart. Oh wow, guest cameo. He was on Teen Wolf. I didn't know this. Guest cameo on Dioro was on Teen Wolf. Really? Let's check this out. Is that true? Teen, maybe the show. I mean, there's music on the show. I could be wrong. We could be wrong. Let's see. Teen Wolf. Let's go to images or so. Like Dioro was in it. Let's check this tweet. Alright, I could cook it. Now I got the time. Okay, Dioro was in it. This was the show was way ahead of its time. Okay, no, I don't know what the fuck that shit was. You know, on the bottom. No disrespect. Let's just go to I was expecting to get more out of this. I was thinking like an image from this, but let's try. Should have done this first. This is gonna yep, once again I get cooking. Was he performing or something? He probably was performing, if anything. I don't know. Oh well, regardless, the man has really done his thing, you know, in the music industry, and even though he doesn't have like millions of followers yet, so shout out to him. He's really good though. I remember Bailar, which had Pitbull on it. That's really good too. Sync deals with 22 Jump Streets. Oh, he had his music in movies and television. Okay. Since EDC Mexico and Vegas, and soon to be EDC Orlando. So let's see what's next here. Oopsie. Dylan Francis back to back with Valentino Khan. I think these dudes have some, like, I don't think they have any bad blood with each other that we know of. I hope he gets to perform the song the Be Happy remix that he made, or he remixed Be Happy. Yes, it was Be Happy. Dixie D'Amelio. Imagine if Dixie's a special guest performer over there. I remember he made it into the he really got into like onto the scene with in mid 2014, in the mid 2010s with Get Low, which I'm pretty sure DJ Snake carried. Let's see, Coming Over, Bun Up a Dance. I'm trying. Oh, he did that I Like It remix, which had Cardi B, J Balvin, and Bad Bunny. J Balvin and Bad Bunny were, I think they were, I personally don't, they were like not mainstream yet, but I don't know, I don't care too much for much of the mainstream stuff that much, because I like to discover newer and upcoming acts and stuff. Either way, music is music. I don't hate anyone or anything because of that, you know. Valentino Khan, yes sirree. He did that one song with Guap Dad 4000 called Fearless. It kind of sounds like mid-tempo, which is a really good song. Makes you feel like you're in like a trance or a trip or so. Let me see what else. Anything with Alice in Wonderland, that's a pretty good song he did. I like how he performed that song Your Body, which had Nitty Gritty on it. I remember hearing Nightmare and Jaws. Well, I know who picked that song, but they played that at the Ultra. Yeah, they're back to back at Ultra Miami 2022. One of the best sets of that year, and possibly in the past few years. He did that movie with Dylan Francis. He probably will perform that too. Valentino Khan. Dirt Monkey, I believe he's similar to like Ganja White Knight a bit. So yes, Electric Zoo. You got or Monkey is a zoo animal, a common zoo animal. So Electric Zoo, it's perfect, you know. Probably his stage name alludes to a zoo animal or so. I don't know about like Lost Lands, but he's kind of similar. I don't know. They're probably signed to the same record deal label or so, Subducta Records or so. I don't know, like Reggae Step or something. They seem pretty interesting, you know. Disco Lines is like tech house. Oh, he made I think it was like that baby song, like He hopes this buy made you buy a ticket to the show. Oh, we're one step ahead of you folks, or we're one step ahead of you, sir, because I already got my ticket before they announced the lineup, so we hope to see you there. Alright, Disco Lines, DJ IC, Dom Dollar, DJ IC. Just for a while, Dom Dollar, yes, Australian DJ, the Eat Your Man song, which kind of, I believe, is a remix of the Maneater song, or probably a remake, I don't know, interpolation, but he's really good. Songs like, what was it called, oh shit, what was the song called? Oh, I don't know what song it samples, but it's like, Miracle Maker, yeah, that's a really good song. I remember San Francisco, Where's Your Disco? Forgot about him a few years, because I was into the rap. And then I remember, what was it called? Miracle Maker was really good song. Dombresky, I think he performed at this year's Coachella. I think he's similar to Abstract. I don't know. I have to check his stuff out, but he seems like he's not bad at all, you know. Armin Van Halen. So if they got noticed by mainly the like house DJ, so he probably is house, and I don't know if he's bass house or so. Eats Everything. Do I recall Eats Everything? Gotta check his stuff out, since I feel like I don't have a valid opinion on him yet. About Excision. Ah, yes, the guy of Bro Step. He doesn't care how, if it's like old or new. He lets no one's opinion get to it, because he is still hardworking. He is a hard worker. He has his not one, not two, but like 3 of his own music festivals: Lost Lands in Thornville, Ohio, Paradise Blue in Mexico, and what's the other one? Bass Canyon, which I believe is in Washington DC. So constant touring. He worked his ass off, you know. I remember, I believe it was from Virus. I first hearing him, it was my freshman year, I think it was. So this man really can do it back to back with everyone on the in the bass industry, EDM bass industry, if he could. Give the man his flowers, please. Fisher, he seems like he may perform on the main stage rather than the house stage. So yeah, Tech House. I remember hearing his song I think the first song I heard was You Little Beauty. You got me burning up with you, and I remember I don't recall if it was Losing It or so. Just Feels Tight was pretty good too. In fact, this guy used to be a fisher. I mean, not fisher. I don't know if he was, but this guy here used to be a surfer, and he started his music career around like he was at the age of like 27 or so, like some other person we'll get into later on in this, you know, video. Fury sounds familiar. Fury. Oh. MC Dino sounds familiar. Okay. Gemintari sounds very familiar. Are they sisters or so? House and techno. They look like they're, I guess, like trance musicians or so. But I've heard of these people before. These. Okay, that's probably why. Because they're signed to Seven Lions record label. see, it's a good thing I clicked on this because so I won't forget. I don't know if they'll be performing at the main stage. They probably may, because I know EDC Orlando 2021 Seven Lions performed at the main stage, as he should, of course, the freaking legend himself. Gem Tori, Gorgon City, yes, songs like Dare For You, that really made you feel like you were late, like, I guess. Sorrow in the Club, that makes you feel like you're sorrow, a bit sad in the club. But no, that's Mark Kitchen, body to body. Well, House Arrest, with Sophie Tucker's pretty good. I'm trying to see, Gorgon City, You've Done Enough and Burning. Gotta check them out too. They seem very good too. So can't wait to see them there. Where the hell did I go? Griffin, yes, the man. I think he's goated. He performed. He put on one hell of a show for the first day at Ultra Miami this year. He did not disappoint. He actually played the electric guitar as well as brought out Cali Lehman, I don't know. All You Need to Know. But either way, I remember hearing him for the first time with the song like Whole Heart. I just started my senior year in high school at the time, was still, I don't know, still into rap, like SoundCloud rap at the time. Nobody compares to All You Need to Know. Then I got back into him some more in 2018. This man's really good. He deserves to perform at Coachella again. Coachella as he should. Life is Beautiful. Honey Love. These names sound pretty familiar. He's signed to Never Say Die record label. But what about Never Saying Die? Unfortunately, it's been dead for a year. The record label. Heritage. Honey Love sounds very familiar. Let me see. I thought that was Krishan Rock, Blueface's girlfriend. Let's see.